Welcome to ClickAlgo Zen. This is your AI assistant for building cTrader trading tools. You can create automated strategies, custom indicators, trading panels, dashboards, and plugins, all without writing code. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and build an indicator and show you how you can build a cTrader indicator from scratch using Xen AI. The first thing you do is click on the task here, build an indicator. Make sure you don't click on the help link or the examples link, just click on the task window there. That'll go ahead and the AI will ask you a few questions of what you want built and what kind of logic you want to use. Now, I've already created the requirements for this indicator in Notepad. So I'm just going to copy and paste the requirements that I've written onto here, which will help you design your own. So I say create a cTrader indicator called trend strength overlay. So tell it what you want to call it, because that will be the name of your algo. And it will also help it design what you want to build. Now, the requirements are plot a fast EMA, exponential moving average, with a default period of 20. Plot a slow EMA with default value of 50. Draw an upper arrow when the fast EMA crosses above the slow, and draw a down arrow when it crosses below the EMA. So this would be your two arrows that would be drawn on the chart to show you when the two EMAs cross, and that would be your buy and sell signals. There's also an option to enable or disable crossover alerts, add a clean parameter group for moving averages. This is just more visual effects, and use clear names and keep the code simple and well structured. Now I'm asking for this last point because I'm a developer and I want to know how it's doing it. So you just put your requirements together. Don't do it too complex. Keep it basic at the start. So the idea behind it is you do a very basic build of the indicator. So do your requirements. Just the first bit is going to be very basic so we can test it. I'll show you why now. So if I click send, that'll go ahead and ask the AI to build your cTrader indicator. Now, if you're a non-developer, this doesn't matter because you don't need to care about the code or anything. You just want to make sure that it builds, and then you publish it. You download the algo file and you publish it to cTrader, and then you can test it in cTrader. If you're a developer, this will allow you to more fine-tune it and get the source code so you can modify it. So once this is finished, we're going to do a verify build, and you can also choose any of the other advanced models. Some of them are faster than the others. What I'm going to do now. Okay, so next step, what you want to add email alerts and crossover notifications. And it's telling you what it's built. So I'm just going to go ahead and verify the build. Let's just check that there's no bugs in the code. And if that comes back as no bugs, what we want to do is download the algo file straight into cTrader. Okay, so we're going to download the algo file now. That puts it into your download folder. It's up here. Now you click on this link. This will install it straight into cTrader directly. And you should see the indicator displayed straight onto cTrader. Okay, so that should come up soon. So there's cTrader, and the indicator should be displayed on the chart. Takes a few seconds to show up. So there we have the two lines for the trend strength overlay, the fast and slow. If I right click on it, you've got your parameter settings here, the colors you want to change for the up and down arrow, whether you want to enable crossover alerts. So you can change the period to the fast and slow. So what I would like now is actually shading between each line. So it'll be shaded green when it goes up and red when it goes down. So I'm going to close this and go back to the project here. Now I'm going to save the project for in case I lose it for whatever reason. So I'm going to go to projects and I'm going to type in here the name of the indicator that we're saving. So we're going to type in trend strength overlay, and that's going to type in on notes baseline project. So that's my first initial build. So we know this works. We've seen it working on the chart. So we want to save this project now. So that's been saved here, so I can come back to it at any point. So if for whatever reason I turn my PC off or I want to come back and carry on working on this project, I can just go to the projects and load it in from here. So this allows you to come back to it days later, so you can slowly add incremental builds. As I said, the best way to build indicators is from build, test, build. So you do incremental small steps, and this allows you to test it as you go along rather than put huge amounts of requirements in there that will probably be full of bugs and it won't do what you want it to do. So if you are getting indicators or CBOTs or trading strategies that are being built and they're full of bugs or they're not actually doing what you want to do, it's because you're not doing incremental building, testing and building. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to delete the algo file that we downloaded earlier, because when you create a new algo, it doesn't overwrite it. It creates another one called one, and then you'll have two of them. Actually, I'm going to delete this one now, and then that allows us to actually create a new one. So I'm going to get rid of that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a cloud attribute. So I'm going to ask it to add a cloud attribute so that we have colors between the two lines. This is a feature in cTrader you can use. So you can just say add cloud shading between the two indicator lines. That's exactly what we want. If I click send now, you've still got the project we saved previously. So if you do add other features or anything goes wrong along the way, you can always roll back to your previous version that you know that works. So this has gone ahead now and actually added a cloud overlay. So what I'm going to do when this code finishes rendering is I'm going to verify the build. I'm going to download the algo file and I'm going to test it in cTrader. And the reason I deleted it from the downloads folder previously was because if you don't and you create a new one, it creates another version. It says, version 1, version 2, version 3, and then you'll end up having loads of versions in cTrader. If you want that, you can just leave it as it is. So you've got various versions, but in this case, I'm just going to get rid of it. So next step is to verify the build to make sure it's all working. So as you can see, you do it in slow steps so you can know every time it works okay. I download the algo file. Now it's got the actual name of it. There's no kind of one at the end. I click on there and this will overwrite the existing one, which is what we want to do in this case. And it's shown up. Okay, so if for whatever reason it doesn't display onto the chart straight away, just go in and add it. So here we go. This is the indicator now. You can see it's got an up arrow here when the trend goes up. It's got a down arrow here where it goes down, and various arrows you can see for up and down, and it's shaded and looks a little bit nicer. So here we are. There's a trend strength overlay indicator. So the next step is to show you how to add Telegram alerts. So for example, this is great for visual alerts. So if you're looking at the charts all the time, you can see when the trend changes. But what happens if you're not at the charts? So if you're out doing something else, you might want an alert on your phone to tell you that the trend has changed. So these are all just examples. So what I'm going to do next is show you how to add Telegram alerts. So the first thing I'm going to do is go back to my downloads folder. I'm going to delete the download we did previously so I get the same one back. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to say add Telegram alerts. Okay, if I click send, that'll go ahead and actually add the Telegram alerts. Now, once that's finished, I'm going to go ahead and build and publish it again. We can't really test it right now. We haven't got time to actually show you doing Telegram alerts, but what I can do is show you the parameters that are in there to make sure that it's added the correct parameters for you. So this should finish soon. And again, when it loads up, I'm going to have to load it into cTrader and probably manually add the indicator as well. Okay, it should finish in a minute. And there's the send Telegram alerts logic. So if you're a coder, you can just copy the code, go into cTrader, and actually create a new indicator, paste the code in there, and carry on working from it. So I'll verify the build, make sure there's no bugs. And once that's finished, I download the algo file again. This will overwrite the existing one. That probably won't show up again, so I'm going to have to add it to the chart by clicking spacebar and selecting it. And now you can see the parameters we have now is all listed down here. The new ones we've just put in is the bot token chat ID and startup message. What message you want to use when you first start up for testing. But this will give you an alert. Sorry, this is the message you can do when it actually changes direction, so you know that it's actually happened. So here you go. This is a basic example to show you how to create an indicator and how to add features as you're building the indicator. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, now we've got all these additional features, I'm going to go to projects and I'm going to actually type in, I'm going to update the project. So this is your whole idea is to actually, as you're building your indicator, is to continually update your project. So you've got the latest version saved. Right now, if anything happens, you kind of lost your code unless you actually copy the code and store it into cTrader. So if you are a developer, copy your code, store it into cTrader. If you're not a developer, make sure you update the projects continually. So I'm going to put plus cloud attribute and Telegram alerts, if I can spell. Okay, so if I save this, and this will save your project, so you can always come to that at a later date. So what I can do now is if you refresh the screen for whatever reason and you restart it and you want to go back to your project, you just come back here to this one and you can actually start off where you left off. It's got all the actual logic that we've just done with the Telegram alerts and all the rest of it. Now, that's the end of the video, really. So it went on a bit longer than I really wanted it to. If you're a developer, continue watching. If you're not a developer, you don't have to watch this. I'm just going to show you dev mode toggle to actually show you don't need to have the full code returned every time if you want to make changes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is clear the screen. So if you're a developer, an example, and you wanted to make modifications to the code, you don't want the full code listed out every time because that just wastes time and obviously tokens. So what we're going to do, I'm going to select developer mode. I'm going to go back to a project down here, a baseline project we created previously. This is a baseline project for this indicator without the cloud attribute. Now, if I wanted the cloud attribute in there added and I wanted to ask it to do that, I would just type in here. Now, the difference this time in developer mode is that it'll only return the code snippet. So here's your code snippet, and that's it. It's a very short reply. So you will just get this code, obviously, and you'd actually put that into your project and build it. So that's just to demonstrate developer mode and obviously standard mode, and the ability to actually create an indicator using Xen AI and how the correct way to actually build indicators. Okay, so that's the end of the video. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you very much.